Good evening and salutations, my Y&R fans. So, while Summer is not there reading Harrison a bedtime story or, I don't know, a story, Kyle and Claire come over. And they tell her that, they're going to be sitting there talking to Harrison about their relationship and that they're getting close. And I guess Summer felt like she was pretty much kind of getting the boot, just like pushed out of the damn house and away from her son in a sense. So she's going to dinner or lunch or wherever to Chance. And, the whole time that they're, spending time and hanging out, you can tell that her mind is like a million miles away. And for the most part, she does everything but tell him what's going on. She's deflecting. She's like, I don't really want to sit there and talk about it. And I guess, in a sense, when she does bring it up at first, Chance is like, is it my imagination, or are you just coming across as a bit jealous? Now, Summer says, I'm not jealous. I don't really care who he goes out with. And Chance is like, so what about Audra? Oh, I don't want her near my kids. I really do think that she is kind of delusional in the sense of Audra don't want anything to do with your damn child. Like, she wants no parts of that. But she feels that she's getting replaced in a sense. And it didn't help while Summer was there. Harrison was there giving Claire all these compliments. Oh, she's cool, she's so fun and smart and everything. And, she's like, at some point they're going to move in together and it's going to feel like I'm just gone. I gave her a lot of crap for this before. And I kind of have to take that back in a sense. As much as I don't like her, I get that every point in life, like, at any point in life, we all get a bit insecure. Even the most dumbest things that we generally shouldn't be about, we do. It's human. And given Harrison's strong affection for Claire, it would make sense. Anyway, Chance gives her a pep talk, and apparently she's fine until maybe the next time, because I'm going to be honest, I could have swore we were at this point before when either Chance did or Kai was like, hey, listen, at the end of the day, like, your son is going to love you regardless. Like, you got to sit there and just go with that. Now, this whole story with Damon. Here's the thing. Nate and Audra comes back from this trip. And, here's the thing. Nate thanks Audra for, like, coming along with her and everything. And I'm like, well, let's be honest. What was Audra doing? I mean, she got a free trip to LA. She got to buy a bunch of clothes and stuff like that on his credit card, I'm assuming, because, let's be honest, it's not like she really has any funds. But he didn't like leaving feeling like things was left unresolved. And I'm like, well, you can't stay there any longer than, you still do have a life and a job and everything like that you have to get back to. And like I just said, hey, listen, when he's ready to reach out, he'll reach out. Now, I'm going to be honest, this whole thing is kind of dumb in a sense, like him going out there lying and about this fake job, this fake proposal and everything, because I'm like, you heard the fam before, Lily especially. Lily's like, we don't know this guy, we don't know what this guy's up to. On top of that, he does have a spotty history. And like Lily said, it's not fair to sit there and dangle a job in front of him just to take it back. Now, just to kind of fast forward ahead a little bit, after he gives Audra a foot rub or whatever, because apparently that's what it takes, they do their thing, and he gets a text from Damon that they're saying that he's coming out there to Genoa City. But I'm like, he's coming out there to Genoa City for a job opportunity. And so, instead of just being honest from jump, And, I guess he was like, oh, well, if we tell him it's going to be overwhelming, he's going to run and stuff like that. What do you think he's going to do now when he gets all the way out there, going there for a job, and then be like, hey, listen, just by the way, I'm your brother, and that's the reason why I really contacted you. And again, it's not like he can really sit there and try to, push for a job for him. I mean, they don't know him. Hell, you tried to sit there and get Audra a job, and you saw how that turned out. So he's gonna be pissed that he got lied to. Then he's gonna get pissed that he wasted his time to go all the way out there because they don't know him. He has a spotty job history, and like seriously, what are you gonna do? Like anybody would be pissed off in that situation. So he's definitely gonna sit there and leave now. It's just gonna be a lot worse. Chelsea, Connor, and Adam. I don't know why I forgot that name for some odd reason. Anyway, they're having like breakfast or lunch or something, and Connor's not there talking about a light switch or whatever, like it's inverted or something like that. Something about it is just really messing with his OCD. And as I'm watching this show early in the morning, I see this nasty little comment of somebody sitting there saying, oh, I'm so sick of Connor and his OCD or whatever. And I'm just like, I get that something like that is very trivial to like, people who don't have it. But I'm just like, God damn, like, here's the thing. I get in a sense that maybe, you're looking at these soaps and stuff like that, and this is not exactly what you want to see. You want to see your romance, you want to see your chemistry or whatever, but it's like, and I get that people have, freedom of opinions and speech and stuff like that, but it's like, people need, what I'm saying, like, people are just so vile and just extra for no reason. Like, okay, I get it. It's the OCD is going right back into the same thing, whatever. You kind of feel like you've did this storyline before. But the thing is, soap operas are supposed to sit there and reflect reality, and OCD is not something that just goes away. So while she's annoyed like they're going through that again, I'm like, well, if this was real life, and you knew somebody who had OCD, what are you going to do then? Anyway, while he's talking about that, and he's kind of nervous about moving into the ranch. It's a big place, and it's just something about it just he doesn't feel right about. And at first Adam was like, all right, fine, I won't move or whatever. I'll just sit there and stay where I'm staying at. But Connor's like, no, I got to sit there and do this. I got to get used to uncomfortable things. But he's like, what would really help if Chelsea comes. Adam kind of stops it for a little bit because he doesn't want to make her feel like she's pressured. But when Connor leaves, he's like, okay, well, what about it? Now, at first, she says an out-of-pocket comment, but it is based off of history. She's like, are you trying to use our son to, like, get us back together? Now, this is an out-of-pocket comment because it's like, no matter how low Adam, no matter how much of a low opinion you may think about Adam, he's a good father, right? And he wouldn't use his child or whatever to try to advance things to a situation. I don't know how the Adam was before I started watching, but this Adam seems like the type of person that wouldn't do that. And so he looks at it and he says something, and she's like, okay. But given that he's been pushed, he's been pretty much begging to get back together with her. And she's like, okay, fine, I'm sorry, whatever. She does agree, but she's like, hey, listen, if I move in, this isn't like an open invitation for us to sit there and get back together. And this is the problem right now, Y&R. And granted, Y&R is right now, the storyline is better than B&B. But something like this, right? You know, these soap operas, they're based off of relationships. So it's not like Adam and Sally are getting back together anytime soon. Okay, that's done for a while. Maybe a couple of months, damn near a year down the line, but like no time too soon. So, who's he gonna go out with? Who is Chelsea gonna go out with? Same thing. Chelsea and Adam effed up. So who is Chelsea gonna sit there and go out with? It's not like they probably have to. Well, I don't see Damien going out with Chelsea, if we're gonna be honest. They could do that because what they're doing right now is they're forcing two people together, and Adam is just really looking at it like a consolation prize. And I guess in some ways, if they do get together, well, Chelsea's kind of looking at that too. And she's pretty much kind of dropped the idea of going back with Billy, but like, it doesn't mean that, you know, she's so lonely that she wants to sit there and get together with Adam, because she already knows their history together. So she's not trying to go backwards in life. But this is the problem though. It's like, who could they be paired up with? So you're going to sit there and put them back together, even though the fans don't want it. It doesn't even sit there and seem like it makes sense, but this is what we're going to do because, I mean, who is Adam going to go out with? Lily? I mean, seriously, I can't think of anyone else that he can go out with. And who is Chelsea going to go out with? I mean, I guess they can do some sort of stupid love triangle between Summer and Chance, but, I mean, you work for the girl. So it's not like I see her making these sort of advances on Chance. So it's kind of in this very weird position where it's like they have to go off for the sake of they're on a soap opera. Relationships are a staple in soap operas, and there's no other options at this point right now. It's kind of like on General Hospital. It's like, who's an option for Jason to go out with besides Anna? Maybe Sasha. But then again, people will be like, oh my god, Jason's too old. And then they'll sit there and say, Anna's too old. Well, there's not really a lot of options. Okay, there's a little bit more options there. But my point is, there's not really a lot of options here. That's the problem. Anyway, that's pretty much about it for the most part. I can't think of anything else. But if I forget anything, write in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video.